Hey guys, it's that time again. Let's Game Ontario 143. Here we are at St. Lawrence College. Alistair is doing his many poses.
My many poses for the camera. I'm a model.
Model.
Plus size. There's not many male plus size models.
Especially in Kingston. I don't know many models actually, but anyway, so we played Interloper this week, 143. And I went into this game thinking, hey, this is like Splatoon, but it's got like, what's that, ancient Christians and, what's that? It starts with T. Those tributes, no, not tributes.
Tributes?
Back in the, dinosaur age.
Pterodactyls?
No.
I'm not even sure where you're going with this.
Anyways, those things, ancient fossils. And that's what I went into this game thinking, hey, it's going to be like Splatoon, it's going to be totally madness. And instead, it's like a slower paced RTS StarCraft Splatoon.
Yeah, well, I guess. I've never played Splatoon, although it looks like a good game and I want to play it. I will say though, the game does seem like it would be a really good game to play if you could really get into it.
This one or Splatoon?
No.
Oh, okay.
This one.
Okay.
But the thing is, we didn't play for a long time because Jim said he's not an RTS guy, I'm not an RTS guy.
Yeah, but we're trying.
Yeah,
we're trying a number of different game types because after a while you've played the same sort of style games. It's interesting to try something new. I think we've always tried doing, a game that's a little bit unique.
Yeah.
This game, it really reminded me of like a 2D Splatoon mixed in with like StarCraft, RTS elements.
Yeah.
It seemed slower paced. Splatoon's pretty.
Well, I just passed the tutorial stages.
Yeah.
And apparently, like you were saying, that was like the entire game. You're not sure, but you were thinking that.
I looked it up. It didn't say there weren't any frequently asked questions or anything.
Yeah, so it's not. I guess it's not very popular.
Yeah, but it's not.
I got to level 7, and it was getting pretty fast paced there. Like it was because you basically have to do, the whole point of the game is you have to grab part. You have to get your color scheme all over the map, and then when you stay in a spot long enough that has a base or like a power source, you get to take that over. So then you have to keep going around, trying to take them over, and then once your base is completed and your power source is completed, you can produce more little like sperm-looking things.
Yes.
I don't know the sperm-looking things.
They look like manta rays meet sperm.
Yeah, mantis
I think
sperms.
that's mantis sperms. So you have to protect your mantis sperm family. And as soon as I said that, I thought of the game Seaman. That was on Dreamcast. I
have that
for Dreamcast.
I have it.
We will have to do the Seaman.
I would love to play Seaman.
I've never played Seaman with other people.
I've never played with my Seaman with anybody else either.
It's an old game, but it's a goodie. And anyways, this game is a lot slower paced. I was sold, I have to admit, I was sold by the design, how it looked.
It looks
and it's just the way it was advertised as a Splatoon-like game.
I have to say that it looks good, but it doesn't have anything to draw you in as storyline or the cool-looking character. Like, it has cool aesthetics.
Design, yeah.
Not like a character that you'd be like interested in viewing as
it's not like Seaman.
A character piece. It's not a character piece.
No. It's not like Dirty Harry or something weird.
That's not a character piece. That's a blow them away piece. Just, you feel lucky punk, do you?
No, but I mean,
that's it.
I brought that up because it's more of a character where you can. You can. I was gonna say I could connect with Dirty Harry, but
listen, I can't connect with murdering detectives that just have
and throwing away my badge. But no, it's sort of harder to connect with a character that doesn't talk.
Yeah.
Not that it's not possible. I mean, Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
Like a Chrono Trigger.
Link.
Or Link, yeah, that's another good
Mario.
example. But it's just, for me, controlling sperm, mantis sperm things,
Controlling my sperm.
it just, yeah, it's just, I just found it difficult to get excited over this. Just couldn't. It was just kind of slow moving RTS.
You know,
I can't do
I'm gonna put this out here. It is a rainy day. It's cloudy. We did have to take the bus to get here.
Yeah.
And it's been raining all day. It just feels like a really kind of like humid, rainy. It's not a very. It's not a day where you get active and energy. It's not an energizing day today for me. So I don't think
there's a lack of hype.
Yeah. Even today at the Smash tournament,
Everyone seemed kind of subdued. I mean,
Yeah.
except for Dalton, who's usually like,
pretty loud.
yeah, here,
But yeah, I just think
room next door.
the combination of that and this game, I think it didn't set the mood. You have to be in the kind of mood where you're ready to be like
Certain games you
fast
have to play.
paced. You have to be able to concentrate, and you have to be able to be wanting to click on things constantly. I don't like.
I just thought there was
games.
too much clicking. Like, I didn't get to play this game with the hotkeys, and I think that was a serious.
The hotkeys were good, except for it was kind of like. Do you use hotkeys when you're editing videos?
I've started to.
It's
and
pretty much like that.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of like
It's a lot
shift, control, blah blah.
Yeah. Bring up the video preview.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the hotkey I use all the time. But no, just having to click on the actual character and then, oh, I want to move this character here. Oh, and then I have to highlight there. Like, there was just too much clicking for me. Maybe it's because I don't play RTSs, and that's more of like what you do with Diablo.
Yeah.
But Diablo wasn't like constant mouse clicking, like alternating.
I really don't want to give this a bad rating.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a bad game. Don't take my judgment on this. I just feel like we didn't get far enough into it, and I feel like it's not our type of game.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. I think it's not a bad game. It's just not really our favorite sort of genre.
That's the key point there. You have to put in bold letters right in front of the video.
Not my genre.
No. If you don't like RTSs, don't play this game. That's like the main thing. You know what? It was a great game. I was loving until it became an RTS. Brutal Legends. That was a fun game. It turns into an RTS, and that's why
I remember reading about that.
I stopped liking it because it was like I'm not an RTS guy. I'm not good at them.
It was an action game more.
I don't enjoy them, and plus, when I think of playing like a game where you like wield an axe and like a guitar, and use your guitar to like.
You don't think of chess?
I don't think of a game of chess, pretty much. Yeah, I think of like Splatterhouse.
Yes.
I think of that. That's like the perfect game. If they made a metal version of that, that'd be the perfect game for me.
Yeah.
I don't like Splatterhouse though.
No. The new one or the old one?
I
The new one had button problems.
I didn't like the new one. I kind of like the old ones. I'd never beat the old ones though.
They were hard.
Yeah, they're really hard, and
I remember that there. I liked the new one, but the controls really sunk in for me, and it was just so anti-player friendly. But yeah, going back to the beginning here, I think it's a good game, but it's got to be a game that you appreciate the pace and everything. And I couldn't get into it. You got a lot further than I did.
Yeah.
I just didn't feel like getting into it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we were both in that kind of headspace where it's not.
So we played Bomberman instead. Instead of Smash today, which did nothing.
I did 2 Smash rounds, but
yeah, you did play Smash.
and I've never played Bomberman, so that I played Bomberman 64, but I never played any other one, so
That was
first
more the
experience.
game that I felt like playing a bit.
Yeah, well, because that's fast paced. You gotta strategize on the spot, and it doesn't get convoluted with a whole bunch of hotkeys and point and click and traveling. The other thing that bothered me is you have to travel around the map, but if you click certain areas, your character will just end up going the other way, and you can get stuck that way and screw yourself over for the entire match. Yeah, but the way around that is you have to use the shift and control, and shift and click, and then even then, you can accidentally press shift and click and go to a different spot if you wanted to.
Run away bravely.
And it's just, I don't like the control scheme, I'll say that. You could just do a thumbstick control scheme and it would be better.
That's the thing, honestly, I think there's some games you can live with shitty controls, and then there's some games where it can ruin the game, and everything else is great. And going back to that, since the Ninja Turtles movie just came out, the Ninja Turtles games that came out in 2003, they were good, but the controls and just the difficulty was like just too high, I found.
I'm gonna always be into Turtles in Time.
Yeah.
That's my Ninja
Which
Turtles
we're playing
game.
next week, so.
Oh yeah, we are! I was really thinking, aren't we playing? That's gonna be good though, because I never played the HD version. I used to play the arcade one all the time.
Well, we can do both. I mean,
yeah, doesn't it come with both?
it doesn't.
It doesn't?
My PS3 has the high def, so I guess we'll have to record that one at my place.
Okay, hey.
Yeah,
There you go, my first time in your place.
there you go. Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada-
But for this game, I think it was going back to the price and like sort of winding this up. The price, I think it was like $10-15. It wasn't bad, but I think it was more of a $5 game for me. If I knew what sort of game it was, I don't think I would have really paid the full price for it, really. So, do you have any final thoughts there, Alistair? Are you trying to run away so you don't have to do the video? That's a first. I probably wouldn't have bought this game. It's not a bad game, it's just not my type of game, for sure. You trying to get extra space? Alright, so what are your final thoughts, Alistair, before we wrap this up? It's getting long.
I thought this
We're all
video was
everywhere.
I thought this video was. What?
I swear, he played this game and he's been acting weird ever since. He thinks he's the interloper.
I think this game could have been more entertaining. I'll give it like a
pacing.
2.5 out of 5, or sorry, 2.5 out of 5.
I would give it a pass, but it looks good, but it's just too slow paced for me. As more of an action gamer personally, and sometimes RPGer. Jazz hands?
No, there's all this room over here on the camera.
Well, sorry. There, Alistair, you get a bit more space.
Now we can see excellently. That's what I wanted you to see in the first place.
Yeah, well, that's how we started. Anyways, but yeah, I can't. Sadly, I can't recommend this game. I don't know. I didn't enjoy it, so I don't want to recommend a game I didn't personally enjoy.
I recommend it if it's on sale.
Yeah, if
for
it's on the
like,
Steam Summer Sale or something.
how much was it when you bought it?
I think it was like $10 or something.
Okay, I wouldn't go $10. I'd go like $2 maybe.
Yeah, $2 to $5. So,
Also, I think it'd be a good game on a phone as an app.
touch app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the controls seem very touch-like.
Yeah, it didn't seem like a mouse
Maybe,
game.
I don't know if it is. Is it one that's on this?
It might be. I didn't look into whether it was a mouse phone game, but it feels
Well,
like.
that's the thing we don't do on the channel. This is first impressions, right? So we don't look up all the extra things, tidbits about it. We kind of get.
It really does feel like a phone app game. Like, just the graphical style, it sort of reminds me of the sort of style I expect. It's sort of polished, like not too polished, but not. You know, I spent 5 minutes on this game with with stick figures I meant. But I've seen those games on Steam too, so, and apparently some of them sell. Couldn't name drop what it was, but. Anyways, I think we should wrap it up because we've got to. Except you like the couch too much. Yeah, I can't recommend this game unfortunately, but.
What's going on with my mic?
But I do recommend Splatoon. That's a game that I was under the impression. Splatoon's a lot faster paced. There's a lot of things to unlock, and and I just found it was more enjoyable. So stick to the mainstay, stick to Splatoon. That's what I say. Anything else?
Nope.
No?
This is pretty like, there's nothing to say.
Nothing else. Yeah, like that's why it's sort of.
It's not very.
There's not.
This is good. Like no one's gonna watch this video. It's what is?
That's how
there to say about
popular the
this?
game is.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you next week. It'll be this game Ontario 144. It's gonna be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time.
That's gonna be
arcade.
fun. I'm gonna love that. I've played it before though,
Shelled.
So it won't be a
Yes.
first. It won't be a first impression.
The newer one will be
Well, yeah, that will be.
a very different game. So.
Really?
I don't.
Just appearances, music. Yeah, different
I
impression.
got different music.
Yeah.
Damn it! That was like the only great. Like
That's the best part.
the music in the old game was friggin' kick ass. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll leave that for next week. So we'll wrap it up here. And this is Alistair and Jim. Keep on gaming, guys. We'll see you next week. Ciao.
Ciao. Ciao, man.
Ciao.